Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, back doing a Best of One Brothers War draft. Rare Steel Seraph. I'm going to assume we're going to take this, but we'll look at the rest of the pack. This card's incredible. It's got prototype, it flies, it gives abilities, it's colorless. Great card. Splitting the Power Stone, not so good. Basically, it's like sack artifacts to get Power Stone tokens, maybe draw a card. Very odd card, especially at uncommon. Transmogrant, Alter. Playable, although I seem to always cut it, but something for the sack deck to do. Yeah, I mean, sack creatures make zombies. Not bad. Giant Cindermaw is a fantastic card. 3 mana, 4 power, trample. It's a 4/3 and players can't gain life. Great card. Sigil of Valor. Haven't played with it. I don't think I've played against it either. Maybe once. Emergency Weld at common. Great card. Love it. Great for the sack deck. Combat Courier. Same thing. Very good. Prison Sentence is playable. I like the Strongbow, the Rock Hunter. I like Giant Growth, although a little more down on it now. And then Curate is, last I played it was good, but it's been a little while. Ooh, Temporal Anchor. This card's actually really good. If you can stick this, you're getting a lot of value. You basically always scry the two from what I've found, and then you can just play them. So I don't know why you would ever not want to scry two, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I mean, I don't know why you'd ever want to not put the scry cards on the bottom of your library since they're exiled and then you can play them. There's probably some corner cases where that's not good, but probably taken even though it's color intensive. Astronaut's Harvester, certainly playable. I mean, this format's quick too. You got to keep that in mind, but if you can get enough cheap things and life gain, whatever, to offset the aggro, Temporal Anchor can do a lot. Disciples, not so good. Expensive 4/4 with corner case upside if you have enough artifacts with Unearth, or you can get out of your graveyard. Guy's Courser is good. 5 mana 4/5, and then the upside of when it attacks, occasionally you get to draw cards. Obviously good for the sack deck. Cohort's phenomenal common. Cavalry, same thing, very good. Another Emergency Weld. I like the Golem, but we'll take the rare. Okay, well, Burnished Heart does seem like a good play here. Deadly Repost I'm kind of up on now since this format is so aggressive. Geez, another Emergency Weld. Probably taking the Burnished Heart, I assume. Thopter Architect at uncommon as well. Haven't played with it yet. I feel like I've cut it a couple times. Gurgly Anointer is good. Even if you just have 1-drops, this is a 3 mana 1/3 flyer that even if you can't draw extra cards in your turn, it's nice to just get a 1-drop back if it's in your graveyard. It's cool when this dies or whatever. Yeah, so maybe we'll get Deadly Repost back. Maybe everybody's higher up on it because this format, like I said, has just I've found to be more aggressive. But Burnished Heart is very good. It's an artifact and can chump block and double ramp you, albeit at a bit of a clunky cost. But I mean, when you have like Temporal Anchor in your deck, you probably need to get some extra islands. Okay, pick 4. Well, actually, you know, maybe I should be up on Yoshin Medic. Crazy, I know, but otherwise, Combat Courier might be the wiser pick because you end up getting 2 cards out of this, which is really good. Plus, a 1/1 in this format, surprisingly good. There's a lot of X1s in the aggressive decks, which I think is also why Yoshin Medic is good because it's got lifelink and, you know, just blocks well to buy your time to win through incremental card advantage of Temporal Anchor, big fat flyers like Steel Seraph. But let's say Combat Courier just because it's a 1-drop that's really solid. I like Boulder Branch Golem a lot. I like Automaton. Desynchronize is playable, though pretty clunky. Battlefield Butcher is good. And who knows, maybe we'll get the Medic back. We don't have to play white either, just because of Steel Seraph. That's a point worth mentioning, I would say. So Take Flight I actually kind of like. I haven't played with, you know, I was going to say I haven't played with Hulking Metamorph, but that's not true. And we do have Steel Seraph. And it can copy Temporal Anchor, although this is a legend, so I don't think we want to do that. Take Flight. Archaeologist is totally fine, too. 2 mana, 1/4 blocker is good, and then possibly get another card in your hand. Also not bad. I kind of do like Take Flight, but I think I want to take one of the uncommons here, and it's Metamorph versus Take Flight. I'm going to do Metamorph just because, God, getting to 9 mana is pretty tough. But 4 mana, copying a Steel Seraph is pretty desirable. It does have to be you control, and it's a 3/3, so 3/3 copy of Combat Courier. I don't know. There's a chance it's good. Aeronaut Cavalry is good. We don't have any soldiers yet, but still good. Energy Refractor gives you some fixing. Another Combat Courier is cheap. Amulet's not bad. It's got the Unearth, and it gains life, and it's when it leaves the battlefield, so it's not like they can exile or bounce it without you getting some value. That's true. So yeah, Courier versus Amulet. I'm thinking maybe the Amulet. But, I mean, the Couriers are very good. You can never have enough cheap things in this format. It's just, I really like this because I think it's a pretty solid finisher. I'm going to take the Amulet. I don't know if this is right. Cavalry would be good, and it flies, but like I said, we're not for sure white yet. But I guess this being Unearth white, that's a important point. Can take the Retrieval Agent. Currently, I think we just have 5 creatures, though, so I could take Supply Drop. Maybe I like it more than most, but I think it's a fine card. I think Retrieval Agent is kind of deceptively good. It's a good power toughness, but Supply Drop, probably a higher chance of making the deck currently, seeing as it's a combat trick, and we don't have that much removal yet. So Latinam Adept. Well, this doesn't actually let you draw extra cards, so Courier and Supply Drop do, so they synergize with Adept. There's also Urza's Rebuff, which is fine. Or Depth Charge Colossus, which is also fine. At its cheapest to 6 mana, 6/6. We could take the Adept. You know, we're potentially in the right color to build around it. Like Curate makes it much better. Emergency Well pick 9, huh? Well, my only issue with that is, well, it does get Steel Seraph back. That's true. Yeah. And it gets Temporal Anchor back. That's pretty much gets everything back in our deck right now. It's pretty good. Curate's just good because it's a 2 mana thing. And we don't have to branch into black. I'll take the Curate. You know, we got to, pick 8 Latinam Adept, so the card draw plan could be it. But I guess the card draw plan is primarily in black, blue. Although here's a green card that it works well with. So we'll take the Courser here. Disciples in here, I guess technically put some things in the yard, but Courser looks a lot better with like Heart and Courier. Okay, can take the Archaeologist. This looks really good in here. Non-creature, non-land, I guess. Well, so we can either we currently Curate, Supply Drop. I can get a Temporal Anchor off of it. That's pretty good. Okay. Over Refractor, although Refractor doesn't look bad in here either. It replaces itself. But I'd rather have the blocker, I think. We could always use some more 2-drop blockers. Don't really need any of this. I guess we'll take Union of the Third Path, which technically does work with Latinam Adept and keeps us more in like a white plan. And life gain is good, so who knows? So I can take the Colossus. I don't think we need a Meticulous Excavation. It does work with Archaeologist. It works with Supply Drop. Kind of actually works with Amulet, but I just don't think we need it. All right. Not a bad pack one. Ooh, Clay Champion. So 3+1/+1 counters on it for each green spent to cast it. Choose up to 2 other target creatures you control for each. Oh, okay. So if we do play white, you can put a +1/+1 counter. So if you have like 4 white or 6 white or whatever, you just keep putting counters on dudes. It's pretty good. All right, we'll take it. Urza, Power Stone Prodigy does have good synergy with the Adept. It gives you, loot every turn. Loot is never bad. Bushwhack is good in green. Quicksilver Amulet's a little too clunky for my taste. Although, I mean, we have some 9-drops in here, but they both have Prototype. Scatter Ray is totally playable, I would say. And Lauren's Escape, I've definitely gotten burned by that quite a few times. Let's take Clay Champion, though. It's a pretty obvious pick, I think. Okay, well, Prospector is not bad. Don't need the Forge yet. Prospector, the Power Stone token is actually not bad here. It kind of, ramps us a little bit. Then we Maybe have enough cheap stuff for it. This probably works best when you have Enter the Battlefield artifact synergies like Vanguard and stuff. I really do like Vanguard as a common. Color fixing wise, we can't really do Hero of the Dunes as much as I want to because this card's great. Or Junkyard Genius. Could get another Adept. That might be good because we do have some card draw in here. And maybe the card draw plan is just not a bad direction to go since we already have Curate, Union of the Third Path. We might get Urza back. Maybe we want to stick to white, blue. So Ivory Tower, if we have life gain synergy, it's probably not bad. Could take yet another Adept. I mean, it's not bad. Oh yeah, I was going to say the Courser has synergy with Adept if you have creatures in your yard. That's true. So Yoshin Medic is like a 3-drop. Maybe I'd just take the Adept, try and put this deck together. I actually kind of like Koilos Rock. Painful Quandary seems like a trap rare to me. Power Stone Engineer is another solid 2-drop. We're a little bit light in the early game department, and I haven't really played much of this. Yeah, maybe we take the Engineer. As much as I want all the Adepts, we need to make sure we can live. We're not staying busy early right now. So we have a ton of artifacts. Maybe we do just take the Vanguard here. There's an Amulet here too. Fauna Shaman is obviously good. But Vanguard is solid in a deck that's already got 10 artifacts. This thing grows. It's got Vigilance. It's just good. Another Union of the Third Path. There's Air Marshal. I think Foundry Inspector looks excellent here. Seeing as, once again, we have 10 artifacts. So make 10 cards in your deck cheaper. Pretty nice. Swiftfoot Boots, not bad. Could take the Retrieval Unit. Hornstone Seeker's good. Why don't we take another Adept now? Recommission is very good. We have a few things that are okay to bring back, but I think we can make the Adept deck work, potentially. Disenchant. Well, this is solid, just, playable main deck removal. Third Path Savant technically does trigger the Adept, but I think we want this Disenchant. That's just an important card. And seeing as we have basically no removal, we have a supply drop, a combat trick, and that's it. Yeah. Probably need that. Blast Zone. I haven't played with this. I've played against it, and it's never bad. But I suppose it's worse when you have like a triple blue spell you're trying to play, huh? It's true. But otherwise, it's Koilos Rock. Mind Worker. Life gain is not bad, and it can trade, and it's a 2-drop. But I suppose I probably take Blast Zone just because it is land that's removal, which is pretty valuable. Another Combat Courier is nice. Synergizes with our Adepts twice. I'm going to take it over Lorn's Escape, even though we need some more combat tricks. I need some more cheap creatures, too. So we could take Lorn's Escape now. I don't think we have a lot of use for Power Stone tokens other than ramping into our 9-drops. Could take Machine Over Matter since we have basically no interaction and it deals with tokens and stuff. It's not bad. And we have a billion artifacts, so it's like 1 mana. Maybe I take... I mean, there is some things I want to protect with Escape, but since we have basically no interaction with our opponent's stuff. So I could take the Ocean Medic. I'll take 4 Adepts. I guess I'm all right with that. We'll probably wheel the Union of the Third Path anyway, and I might play them. Because we have a fair amount of expensive stuff in here. I don't need any of this. I'll just take the uncommon. Maybe I'll just take the worst card. Just because we're not in those colors anyway. All right, we did get the Union back. Otherwise, Energy Refractor as like a fixer that draws. But no, Union makes sense in this deck. All right, I'll take the Excavation. All right, pack 3, Land Over Waste. Don't need that. We're not mono blue, so we don't need the Flow of Knowledge. Subjugation, not terribly exciting, although certainly playable. Removal. Deals with things. Not good against the sack deck, but... there's actually a few decks it's not great against, but it's cheap enough where I think we'll take it. Since we're just so light on removal. If you've cast a non-creature spell this turn, reveal the top 5 cards of your library. For each card type among non-creature spells you've cast this turn, you may put a card of that type into your hand. I mean, it's not bad, and it's a 3-mana 2/4. I could see taking this. You don't actually draw from it, you put it in your hand. But we have what? We only have 9 non-creatures? But I can already see some stuff we're probably not going to end up playing here, honestly. Tower Worker Ramp wouldn't be bad. I think I'll take Hercule. We're primarily blue, and you can definitely get value out of it with instants and stuff. Beast or birds? None. Lodestone Golem, we have too many non-artifact spells, although we do have a boatload of artifact spells. So here we're just going to slam Urza, I think. Hopefully wheel the Warlord's Elite, but if we're actually going to make Adept plan work, which I'm planning on doing, then I think Urza's looking pretty slick. We're going to wheel something we want here. I doubt we're going to wheel the Elite. I think 100% we wheel the Union. Hopefully we'll the Combat Courier or Archaeologist. Both of those would be just fine too. Keeper of the Cadence. Well, this makes sure you don't mill out. I tend to not really play this, but we have a decent amount of card draw. I could see maybe trying it. 2/5's not bad. Or I could take Scatter Ray, which I feel like is pretty playable. Because we have quite a few instants too. And we need some interaction. We just don't have that much. So I'll take it over Onulet and Keeper and Retrieval Unit. It hits artifacts or creatures is nice in this format. So another Curate, I think we'll take that. Keeps us busy on turn 2. Over Desynchronize, which is interaction, but I feel like it's too expensive in this format. Whereas Curate for 4 Latinam Adepts is pretty good. So we could go to 5 Adepts, but Survivor of Corliss is actually very legit. I think 4 Adepts is honestly probably enough. Whereas Survivor is a 1-drop. I actually really like this card. The first strike is huge. There's times where this just holds back the world. Granted, we already have quite a few creatures, and we could take a supply drop, which also synergizes with Adept. And I guess works with Hercule too. But I'll take Survivor. I just like it too much. It's just a really good 1-drop in this format. So Archaeologist versus Onulet. I mean, I feel like we have enough expensive stuff, so we can look at more 2 and 3 drops. Archaeologist hits enough things where I probably just take it here over Medic. The mill get cards are typically pretty good. So we could take Third Path Savant, which I think is actually looking pretty good here. Or we could take cooldown to buy some time, interact. It's just, Third Path Savant is a wee bit slow. I think we probably have enough card draw. We don't need the Savant, whereas cooldown can buy us some time, especially if we have card draw out. I guess I'll take a Colossus that we don't need. So Mine Worker, or we could take Recommission, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Getting back Hercule is kind of cool, actually. You know what? We'll take the Recommission, I think. Just because I don't know if Mine Worker makes the deck anyway. All right, we'll take another Archaeologist. Military Discipline. Well, technically a combat trick. Could take it. Possibly play it. We'll see. Technically works with Hercule as well, although... How many enchantments do we even have in here? 2. Well, not likely to hit much off of it. For each card type among non-creature spells you've cast, you may put a card of that type from among the revealed cards into your hand. So, actually, unless I'm reading this incorrectly, I feel like you can play a non-creature artifact and hit a regular artifact off of it at the end of the turn. That's what I'm thinking, because it shares a card type. Let me read it. Beginning of your turn stuff, if you cast a non-creature spell this turn, so say you cast like a supply drop, reveal the top 5 cards of your library. For each card type among non-creature spells you've cast this turn, you may put a card of that type from among the revealed cards in your hand. So I think it does work like that, which makes supply drop pretty slick with it. So we have a boatload of creatures. I doubt we're going to need all of this top end. Hulking Metamorph, copying a Clay Champion. Well, technically it kind of works. You do 2 blue, 2 white, and then bring it in and buff stuff up. Yeah, it's not bad. So yeah, we have quite a few cuts to make. We probably need to do an extra blue because we have triple blue. So let's do 1 less white, 1 extra blue. Let's cut. We've got 7 creatures we can cut at least. For now, I feel like we probably cut the Discipline. Let's cut the Colossus. Because I think we're okay there. I don't think we need 3 archaeologists. Probably not. Might even cut more. So we have 2 curates, we have unions, we have Urza for card draw, and combat couriers. We have enough card draw. We might not need the union of the third path, just because I think it's probably clunky enough where we don't need it. I do like life gain, but we have the Onulet, and we have a good amount of just early game, so that's helpful. And we just have to make cuts, so probably have to dump stuff that's clunky enough where we don't need it. So 4 more creature cuts. Do we want to try 4 adepts? Well, it's kind of the strong point of the deck, but maybe 4 is too much. But I mean, I can cut stuff like Onulet. I mean, it does give you the life gain it's got on Earth, but probably don't need it, I guess. We don't really have a lot of ramp in here either, which is important. Possible engineer ramp and burnished heart. And this is kind of like a 4-drop too. So we have a lot of 4-drops, but we don't have a lot of huge top end, so that's good. Archaeologists for extra card draw, still kind of important. Could cut the engineer. Don't really need it. What's our artifact count now? Well, 9. It's still pretty good for Vanguard. I really like the Vigilance a lot. But we have more cuts to make. So, yeah, 17. So I can cut supply drop, but it does synergize, which is nice. I feel like I might cut Scatter Ray. It's not bad either, but this, and then we should cut, what, 2 creatures and 1 more non-creature, probably. So maybe just run 1 archaeologist. Debating going down to 3 adepts. Do I actually like hulking Metamorph or not? I mean, it's not bad. Copying a Steel Seraph or a Clay Champion is pretty cool. So yeah, 1 more creature and 1 non-creature. We could actually cut 2 creatures, but couriers are important. I guess we might cut the Survivor of Corliss. I really do like how good Survivor of Corliss is, though. But do I have enough card draw where I don't need the Archaeologist? Possibly. It's just, I don't think I'm overrating the value of a 1-drop, 1-power first strike in this format. I found it to really hold down the fort shockingly well. So maybe I really like the Archaeologist effect, but this deck doesn't have a shortage of card draw. We have 2 couriers, we have 2 curates. Oh, maybe the Recommission is the last card that goes, because now we've cut quite a few things I can actually res with it, so that makes sense. All right, we can cut that. I think this still looks pretty good. How many 1 and 2 drops do we have? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe we just do 3 adepts instead of 4. Maybe 4 adepts is a bit much. Okay. Well, I like this deck. I think it looks good. It's not amazing, but we have some powerful rares in here, actually. I mean, Clay Champion, Steel Seraph, and Temporal Anchor all win games. So that's pretty good. And I don't think our early game looks bad, and we have a lot of card advantage. So it's basically just a little bit removal light, but a lot of card advantage and stuff that benefits from card advantage. So we'll give it a try. We'll run it like this. We'll see you round 1. All right, we can keep this. We're on the draw. Doesn't look bad. So turn 3 Inspector. Potentially could do turn 4 Champion if we draw that fourth, or if we draw that second white mana. That would be huge. Because then we could even go Clay Champion into Metamorph, which is pretty significant. So I can copy the... Alright. Copy the Inspector, or I can do Urza. If I copy Inspector, we only need one more blue mana. We can cast Temporal Anchor. That's pretty good, actually. Because I feel like if we can get Temporal Anchor online, we're looking pretty sexy. Or if we draw that second white mana, we're looking pretty good too. Alright, so we got that second white. So we can do Clay Champion. So we only need to pay 2, yeah. So attack for 4 here. I'm okay if they want to double block. We still are a mana away from Temporal Anchor, even if they double block here, which is nice. And actually, yeah, this is probably worth it. Actually, I'm just gonna bounce the 1/1. Just because we've got so much card advantage in hand, this really puts a lot of pressure on them, I feel like. Sure. Alright. So, you can do Curate first. Because we can't cast Temporal Anchor yet anyway. So, that actually does... Yeah, I'm kind of okay with both of those. Guess we'll attack with all 3. So they can, yeah, do that and then take, okay. And then we'll do Urza here. And then we have involuntary cooldown, which is looking actually pretty good here for fatties who may or may not have to deal with at some point. Sure. Surprised they chose Urza. Just so we keep off the card draw, huh? Alright. A little bit surprised. So we'll do the Anchor, which means we're taking a little bit of a beating here, but... I mean, I could keep the 4/4 back to prevent the Unearth dude from dealing damage, but looks like we would have gotten prison sentenced anyway, so... We have Disenchant somewhere in here, right? I think we do. Yeah. So we'll scry both of these. Supply drop too. Okay. So we'll do Archaeologist first here. Courier. Oh, and we get the disenchant. Well, that's nice. So, play the land. Play the courier. And put a 3 here. So we'll, no, I guess I'd rather have the card. Okay. Then we'll leave up disenchant here. Guess they can Lauren's escape, but I'm trying to prevent them from getting us with like a... Alright. That's fine, I guess. I can disenchant that instead, but no, I think we still want to disenchant the flyer. Because then they'll just get a one-time unearth. And we have the involuntary cooldown too, so... yeah, Hercule. That's pretty slick, actually. I guess you just always scry 2. You just get them both. And then draw, so we'll do the land from the thing. We can do Hercule. We can do cooldown. And can just get in for 2. So miss on that. Where does they just put on the bottom in a random order? Okay. Sure. All right. Okay. Oh, good. So, obviously keep Seraph. Oh, whoops. I did that wrong. I was supposed to scry that one too. See, I confused myself with it. And I didn't do the... Doesn't really matter. I suppose I don't want to mill myself out either. So we'll do lifelink here. And then we have supply drop, so who knows? Maybe they have giant growth or something. No. All right. Well, getting 4 is nice. Sure. Got 13 cards left. All right. I guess I don't want to mill myself completely out. Survivor's nice too, so that's cool. How have we not seen any of our Latinam? Well, one got milled, so we have 2 Latinam adepts in the last 2. It's good to know. So I'll give this flying. We're just trying to take them out now. Sure. How did their... Oh, that's right. I ran out of stun counters. So I got 7 mana. Guess I should have done the Burnished Heart first, huh? Hmm. Okay, so we'll go land. Got 4 cards left, so guess I have to be a little more cautious here. I don't really want to... Okay. Technically want to keep both of those. Three cards left? All right. So let's see. We can deal 7 here again. And that takes them... So I should have lethal next turn. So we'll just get flying here again. And for 7. Pass. So they should be dead here. This doesn't have haste, right? No. Okay. Well, we had to dig through our whole deck to get the victory, but I'm pretty sure we got there. Oh, that's weird. No reach, right? Okay. All right. Got there. See you for the next one. Oh, let's see. I mean, we'll keep it. Turn 3 Steel Seraph, turn 4 Adept. That's pretty good. Or turn 3 Seraph, turn 4 Seraph? Never mind. That looks a little bit better. All right. No attacks yet. What's the fairy do? Wow. It's pretty good. So we can kill Teferi. That's nice. They can't even block it? Wow. Alright. So we can get lifelink going too. Huh. Man, it is pretty powerful. It's just gonna get bigger every turn. It's not even whenever you draw your second, it's just whenever you draw a card. It's pretty good. I'm surprised they're attacking with that Wind Commando, though. Yeah, I guess we take it. If they're attacking into it, they must have card draw, or else it's a pretty solid bluff, I guess. Ooh, can't gain life anymore. Well, alright. Guess that changes some things. Give it vigilance and flying. Sure. So we take 12. Not dead. Well, I think we needed a spell there, unfortunately. So they just unearth the dude and we lose there. Well, pretty surprised to lose with a turn 3 Seraph, turn 4 Seraph, but I guess we only saw 4 spells in the top 14, so I guess I should be thankful we got as far as we did. Although, what? They only showed us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spells. Oh, they think we have something. Well, that's good. They did have lethal that turn, but I guess my opponent can't believe it either, that I would have so many cards and nothing to do. All right, do that and then play an island and pass and quickly die. And see you for the next one. All right, we can keep this. Do you want to do the Urza or the Burnished Heart first? Well, Burnished Heart lets us do a turn. I guess it's only a turn 5 disenchant or temporal anchor, so not like overpowered by any stretch, but probably still worth it. Just especially since they don't have anything out yet. Sure. So now, I mean, best use of mana is the, well, I see the dilemma. Best use of mana is the Adept. So we can probably do that. If we do Urza first, if we draw a land, we can, you know, play Adept plus do Urza, but yeah, I don't know. Sure. Well, I hope whatever they're building up towards is a big fat artifact I can disenchant. So we'll do another Latin Adept here. Dissident's a fantastic card. Sure. Alright, well, we got our 5th land. But we need more islands, so we'll do Urza for now and then pass. Alright. Well, I'm glad they chose that. So we'll take 3. Disenchant Juggernaut. Alright. So now we'll attack both. And then we'll use Urza. Alright. So discard planes and just each turn. Let's see. I think we actually curate now to find a more blue mana. No blue mana, huh? Well, all right. Definitely keeping that. And we can dump the Survivor. Yeah, and then Clay Champion looks pretty strong next turn. So, all right, that'll do. Get rid of Survivor, keep the Clay Champion. Yeah. That's good. I like that. Oh, and we can still do Survivor. That's nice. All right. Clay Champion next turn too. Double pump our dudes. So we can pay 4 white, double pump our dudes, still use Urza to pump Adept again. I like that. Dump the white, keep the blue. So we have 6 mana, so we can't do the champion plus Hercule. So we'll just do the Clay Champion for now. And we don't need to pay any for X. And we'll target these 2. And then we can at least attack for 3 here. And pass. So we'll have trample. important to note. So I think we'll just take 6 here. Okay, oh, we'll use Urza. Oh, that's cool. So, tough one though. What do I want to dump? I guess almost need Hercule, don't we? As like another blocker, but 2/4 doesn't pair particularly well here, but I still think we probably get rid of that. That's tough, actually. Well, Subjugation's nice too. So let's just get a 4th blocker for now. All right. Guess we could dump the Vanguard. The blue. So now at least we can do Anchor and pass. And then we can get another artifact, I believe. So we'll take the Courier for more card draw, I guess. Another chump blocker. Sure. 3 mana, sure. So I'll use this. And guess we'll get rid of the Courier. So we can unearth and sacrifice. Okay. We can go Archaeologist. Get supply drop. Got land. So I can attack with Adept. And they really don't have a great block here. We have the subjugation for a flyer. Sure. So, still have quite a few cards left. So we'll do Adept number 2. Can do the subjugation. I think we'll do it now on the 5/4. Although, I suppose I don't have to. Maybe we'll just attack with this again. Because we have the supply drop plus Urza still. So we'll boot. And discard. And pump. And then supply drop. And kill both their dudes. And we'll get a Metamorph. To copy Clay Champion. All right, see you for the next one. All right, this hand is good. We currently at least look like possible Foundry Inspector into Clay Champion. I'd like to do better than that, but Foundry Inspector into Clay Champion is not terrible. It means we have a turn 4, 4-3, and a 2-2. It's not bad. I'd like a little bit better. I'd like to draw like a Survivor of Corliss, or even a Combat Courier would be pretty good. Something to take full advantage of this Clay Champion's value. Warplow, sure. Ooh, there you go. So, got the Courier as hoped for. Although, at this point, if they want to trade, I think I'd trade. They don't want to, so that's fine too. Let's attack with Courier and see if they want to trade. And then we'll do Inspector here. Alright, now at least we can go, you know, Clay Champion, buff our dudes. So I like that. Infantry, sure. That makes sense. That's pretty good. So now maybe it's actually better to just do Archaeologist plus Burnished Heart. So we'll attack with Courier first. Yeah, and I'm fine with this trade. Getting their 3-1 off the board to me is worth it. Like, we miss a card draw, but I don't really care. We kind of both just get rid of half a card for half a card. So, miss, but not that big of a deal. I'll probably trade my Archaeologist for a Warplow if they really want to. I don't think I have a way to get the Steel Seraph back, but that's all right. Not the end of the world. All right. I mean, Hercule's looking pretty good. I suppose we just do the Burnished Heart, though, huh? Makes the most sense. And then we get 2 extra white mana, so Clay Champion goes off even more. I like it. Especially since we're missing land drops here. Although, if I get 2 extra white, I see the dilemma. Oh, I'll definitely trade an Archaeologist for a Warplow. That's just a good trade. Like, they get another body in their yard, but I get rid of a Death Touch, dude. With my 1/4. Oh, I see. Okay. I'm alright with that. So, yeah, we could do the Temporal. It might actually be better to do the Temporal Anchor plan than the Clay Champion. Yeah, that's probably true. It's just such a big play. Sure. They do have Sigil of Valor, I guess, huh? It has to attack alone, though. All right. So if we draw a land, we get to go Anchor plus Disenchant, too. That's nice. Maybe I shouldn't have highlighted the Sigil of Valor. Ooh, Blast Zone. That's pretty good. Yeah, so we'll do Blast Zone. They currently have 2, 1, and 0. So this can just blow up the Blast Runner right now, but it's not bad. And it's for each other creature you control. All right. Let's just get the Anchor down. And then pass. And honestly, we might even disenchant the... I don't know. Maybe disenchanting the Sigil of Valor is the right call. Okay. Well, can't do anything about that. Let's see what they attack with. I'm curious. All right. They're attacking with everything, then maybe we disenchant the Warplow. Get rid of the Death Toucher. Take less damage here, which I think is relevant. So, alright. Always worth it. Just get rid of both. Is it for each other? Yeah, it is pretty good though. Alright, so we go land. 3, 6, 8 mana, so probably the best to just do Adept plus Hercule here, huh? Yeah, I think so. Means we probably have to take another hit, but that's probably okay. I might be able to double block that too. Or I just take a hit and then Clay Champion. I think I'll take 4. I don't want to get tricked out here, and I think I can afford to take it. All right. So kind of want a white mana here, don't we? Yeah. So once again, get rid of them both. Free spells. No white mana, but not a huge deal, I guess. So we go 8 mana. So can blow up the Blast Runner. Cool down the other 2. Kind of want to save cooldown though. I mean, the best play is probably Adept. Till we get another white mana, I think. And then we unearth. And play land. Although, I guess we can attack first. Oh, I guess there's no reason to attack. All right, so then we'll sack. See what we draw. Got the white mana. Pump our dudes. Play land. Play carrier. And then pass. So probably would have been better just cast the thing, but it's not a huge deal. Oh, I see. I suppose that makes sense. Doesn't have haste though, right? No. Okay. So tap. Get rid of them both. So then we go land. Adept. 2, 3, 4. Adept. Or wait, maybe it's better to do the cooldown on the Clay Champion here. Yeah, that's probably makes more sense. So tap, tap. And then we do Clay Champion. Or no, we don't need to pay X. And we just pay white mana. And then we target. Alright. See you for the next one. Alright, no blue mana, but we'll keep this. Even on the play, I suppose. We got Survivor, which, like I said, is at least a good early play while we continue to play lands and hopefully find a blue. So at least once we find the blue, we've got like Adept, Curate, we've got Subjugation. They mulliganed. We are running 9 blue too, so we have the additional blue mana. Alright. So unfortunately for us. The Blast Runner actually looks pretty good. Could subjugate it. I don't know if it's worth it. It might be. I mean, it works really well for the sack deck, but I don't want to do it yet. Sure. Ooh, Steel Seraph. Well, that's a good one, but we'll do Adept first here. I mean, at this point, we're so close to the Steel Seraph that I'd rather hold off on that. It's a good one. Well, I'd rather than blow up my Adept than... oh, that's a weird... Why wouldn't you blow up your Refractor? They must need the fixing or something? That's unexpected. Very unexpected. All right. Well, now I guess I can curate. We can subjugate this for now. I don't want to take 3. And we can continue to attack, so might as well. Unfortunately, our Blast Zone currently blows up subjugation, but that's all right. Sure. So they got a little sack outlet now. Still don't know why they blew up the Blast Runner. That's weird. All right, so we have another Adept now. I feel like I'd rather do the Adept if they have removal. Basically, I want this Steel Seraph to stick. And I'm actually going to curate on my turn because then I get an Adept pump right away. So we'll actually, I think we'll dump both of these. I don't really need a Burnished Heart anymore. I don't need land either, but that's all right. All right, sure. So they've already drawn their card. That's good. So we can go land, Seraph. We'll give flying here. And for 4. All right. All right. Well, can't save it with supply drop. I wish I could. All right. So 7 mana is enough to do supply drop and sack it. So we'll attack. Well, cooldown's not bad. Would have liked to have drawn that Clay Champion, but hey, no complaints. We're doing pretty good right now. Sure. It's a sensible play. Yeah. So, how much do I have to pay 2 per thing I want to put on there. All right. So Foundry Inspector. So I can make the Adept a 5/5, but they can double block. So I don't really want to do that. I guess we can cool down, but then I can't sack the supply drop. I can sack the supply drop, possibly draw a land, and then I've got him on a 2-turn clock. So why don't we do that? All right. Didn't get that. That's not a big deal, though. So we'll go Foundry Inspector plus Courier and then pass. All right, so tap these two. Some stun counters there. And then I guess we can still play land. All right, let's see you for the next one. All right, definitely a keep. Courier into Archaeologist. You got Disenchant. I like it. Sure. All right, let's do Archaeologist here. All right, we missed, but not that big of a deal. Didn't really need the extra lands. Adept would have been nice, but we got 2 more of them. Ooh, Harbin. Harbin's a big deal. Don't have a ton of outs for that either. So we'll do Survivor of our own and pass. Two mana, 3/2 flyer. They sure don't make rares like they used to make rares, do they? My goodness. All right, Urza. So we can get in here for 2, play Urza, and then pass. And next turn, I guess we can unearth, draw, loot, try and find an answer for Harbin. All right, well, at least I have Disenchant for that. That's good, actually. Can survive the, or, let's play, well, I guess it still makes the most sense to do the Disenchant, yeah. So I can do Courier plus sack it, but then I can't do Urza. So I can do this, blow up Prison Sentence to loot. We'll loot away well, I need blue probably more than I need white, so get in here. And then we'll pass. And then we can do keep Survivor back, loot with Urza, curate. It's a good one. I have to find an answer at some point. So dump the lands. Draw. Urza. And dump that. Vanguard, so I think we go Career. Sack. Alright, cooldown's good. So then at least we can go land, Vanguard, and pass. take 6. I'll do Urza. If it's a land, we'll throw that. Yeah, we'll pitch the land. Alright, so then 6 mana. So we don't quite have enough to do both of these. So we'll do cooldown on the flyer, see if it resolves. Alright, still no attacks though. So I guess we do courier. Because I could pitch it to Urza, but I want more cards from that, so we'll do that. Pass. Sure. So one more soldier, and I think their dudes just like fly. It's pretty nuts. Metamorph. Can't really copy anything relevant yet, but still have a Steel Seraph in here somewhere, so probably have to dig for that if I can. So, sack. And Urza. And probably pitch Hercule. I mean, well, yeah, because Adept maybe later if I can stabilize. Because we need like Weakstone Subjugation or Steel Seraph basically is the thing we need really badly here. Drawn a lot of cards. Really just don't have what we need at all. Drawn like 3/4 of my deck and don't have the thing I need to get out of this situation. Well, it's like I'm saying, they really don't make rares like they used to. I suppose you usually say that when something's weaker, but much stronger now. Wow. I mean, I literally saw 13 more cards than my opponent and had 0 chance this game. All right, we'll see you for the next one. All right, it's a keep. This hand needs some help. Hopefully our archaeologist doesn't mill 3 lands. I feel like whenever I say that, I end up milling 3 lands, but it's still a keep. We got to keep it. All right, good. Drew land there. So now even if I do mill 3 lands, at least we got the third one. So only milled 1 blue mana. I guess that's good because we need 2 more. Ooh, Metamorph, huh? All right. Let's do Urza. Get in for 1. See if they kill Urza with like a Power Stone Fracture or something. Automaton, that's a good one. Alright, I'll take 3. Now at least Archaeologist can block though, that's good. Got the 4th land, so we'll do that and play the Adept. And then pass. Sure. All right, Burnished Heart. That's good, actually. So let's do Burnished Heart, and we'll use Urza and see what we discard. Probably the supply drop, I'm guessing. Oh, Courier's a good one to pitch, actually, because it makes this cheaper with the Power Stone thing we get. So that's good. What are they going to copy? Burnished Heart? That makes sense. Still don't have a good attack, though. All right, Sheen over Matter. That's nice, actually. And this is just it's a Sculpting Steel, so they'd get that back. All right, so let's loot again. I can pitch another courier, I guess. And we have a Burnished Heart, so we'll probably end up sacking that, which means we just patiently wait. So we'll do this. And 2 blue. Alright, so now we can do anchor. Which is fine. Guess we can do Urza first. See if we get another blue, maybe. Blast Zone. Not bad, I guess. They've got a couple 3-drops we could blow up. Takes out our Urza, though, too. Otherwise, I'm getting rid of what, like supply drop, maybe? Guess I'll get rid of supply drop. So we still hit a land drop. We'll play land, and then we'll go anchor. So I don't have machine over matter up, which could be a big deal here. But we do have the Temporal Anchor online now, so that's nice, and we have 1 billion mana, so... Oh, okay. Well, the good news is we have a lot of fodder to discard, I guess. Oh, and Blast Zone can get rid of this at 5. That's good, too. And I assume we don't really need to loot so much anymore, huh? Alright, so disenchant the Quandary and then pitch. Is it whenever you discard one or more artifact cards? That's nice. So I can do the Metamorph, copying. I might just take 5 here, honestly. And then I still have, what, 3, 6, 9. Okay. So why don't we blow this up? We'll pay the 5 life. I don't want to lose any of those. And then we go Metamorph for 9. Copying Adept. And then we'll get in for 6 here. All right, see you for the next one. All right, we got to keep here. So curate into Burnished Heart. Looking like probable play here. Burnished Heart, getting us that Temporal Anchor, hopefully before we die. Resolve it, have it stay resolved. I think we still want to do the Burnished Heart first. All right, sure. So we'll do this. Still don't think we want to save the curate. I don't think. Like, it's good with Adept, but we'll have other ways to get there. Sure. Curate. Ooh. Well, that's tough. I'm gonna keep both of those. Well, pitch the Courier, but we got to keep this Seraph, I guess. I don't know how you... Yeah. So I do Burnished Heart. And then next turn, at least I can Subjugation the 3/2 and still use the Burnished Heart. Yeah, that's good. Sure. All right, so we go land. So Subjugation on Opportunist. No pay, and then we pass. And we chump Baloth, get 2 white mana. And then we at least have Steel Seraph online. Hopefully it's good enough to not get eaten by an Epic Confrontation. I don't think I can play around an Epic Confrontation at this point. No luxuries there. We're at 11. All right. That's okay. So another play I can do, because I'll have 7. It's probably smarter, actually, to do it this way. Is to go Adept plus Inspector. So that way I can gain some life off the Seraph. They can't attack with this, right? No. So, yeah, I think this is actually smarter. We do Adept plus Inspector, and then Steel Seraph next turn. At least gives us immediate lifelink if they attack or whatever. And I guess if I draw a land, no, I guess I can't do that. I mean, I can also double block the Baloth here. That's true. But I have the Courier to draw a card. But let's see, 7. So if I draw a land, I can go Courier, sack, pump Adept, Seraph, lifelink, attack. I think that's the first time I've seen Forging the Anchor actually played. Oh my god, that might be the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't think I've ever seen anything that's the funny. I'm so glad I have that recorded. 5 for 5 on top 5 in your in your 26 card deck with presumably 11 lands in it. I've seen a lot of things in Magic, but that takes a cake. That's the funniest thing I've ever seen. All right, thankfully we got the land, so we can go land, Courier, Steel Seraph, give lifelink to... I guess we can actually give it to Inspector. And then we can keep making Adept. How do we keep making Adept bigger, though? I guess we can't unless we get more card draw. Huh. But if I do the Inspector, maybe they just block with the Mine Worker. It's true. Well, if I attack with Adept, they can block with Bulwark plus Combat Courier, though. Let's just do Inspector. I'm alright with it. We'll just get lifelink going. We only gained 3, but whatever. Not a big deal. So, just attack like this. We're going to sack the Courier anyway, so it doesn't really matter. 5 for 5 on Forging the Anchor. That is... That's good. That's pretty funny. Stop after damage. And then sack. And we'll draw. Another Adept, okay. So you can pay 2 and draw. Well, hopefully they don't have the epic confrontation or the shoot down, but they have the shoot down, so that's unfortunate. It's going to make for a pretty tough game now. A head on board and a head on hand, but it's hard to be behind on hand when you have 5 cards in your hand that you've drawn off of your. I'm sorry, I'm never going to get over that. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. I hope his deck is 20 artifacts. Whereas, I love how, even if it was 23 artifacts, 17 lands, which it's not, that would still be really, really unusual. All right, so we're at 5, 8 mana. So if I'd had 9 there, I would have been able to do Anchor plus that thing, but I see. So can't really afford to take more damage, can we? That's unfortunate. Yeah. Bummer. Kind of needed to land there. Man, it says a lot when you have 8 lands and 8 lands isn't enough to do what you need to do. I think we're just going to lose against Key to the City. I guess I can tap Baloth plus Key to the City and then do Adept. All right. Suppose that's the best we're going to get. Doesn't untap, right? All right, well, that's good. And then, I guess get in for 7. And play another Adept, I suppose. All right, machine over matter, I guess, would be kind of good. I don't know why they're like, they're kind of just doing everything in their power to help us here, and we're still just have no chance of winning. It's kind of funny, I thought, but whatever. They're literally doing like everything in their power to help us here, and we're still gonna lose. Lose to Forging the Anchor and kind of half-hearted, weird attacks in play. I mean, I could triple block it and lose everything, but we still, well, I guess, is that really what we want? Is that our best shot here? Probably is. I mean, otherwise I just lose the key to the city next turn, but I still presumably lose the key to the city, I guess. I mean, who knows? Maybe they literally only have, but even like I said, even if their deck was 23 artifacts, the fact that they hit 5 for 5 is just really ridiculous. All right. Love to see that Temporal Anchor doing just nothing. Oh, I didn't even scry him. I wouldn't have been able to get out of this situation anyway. No, there's no way. I would have had to, so let's say I curate. Whatever, I screwed it up. It doesn't matter. I was dead anyway. That's good. You know me, I like to get sloppy right at the end of the draft. That's my favorite. All right, we'll call it. We got plenty of wins with this deck. It was a good deck. Slop right at the last second. Apologize for that. Let's do some pack one, pick ones here. All right, pack one, pick one. Easy autonomous assembler. This card's great. Prototype for some reason too, as if it didn't have enough. Static net's great removal, but yeah, it's an easy assembler. Great card. All right, pack one, pick one here. Arcane Proxy, 7 mana, 4/3. It's got Prototype, enters, cast it, exile instant sorcery with mana value less than its power from your graveyard, copy it, cast a copy without paying its mana cost. Seems like an amazing card. So, Prototype, you can do a cheap one or super expensive one for 4. Get some removal back. It's really good. Obliterating Bolt's amazing too, but I'd take the Proxy. All right, here I guess I would take, well, Mechanized Warfare is pretty cute, but pretty specific on what kind of deck where it's good. So probably Excavation Explosion, which is just solid removal. Gives you a Power Stone token too. Astral Cornucopia is not a very good rare. All right, pack one, pick one here. Dragon Engine's a great card. 3 mana, 2/2 double strike, which is already amazing. And then enters, and if you have no cards left, it's, I mean, you basically just draw 3 cards. Otherwise, dump cards you don't need, get cards you do need. Maybe occasionally meld if you ever get Mishra claimed by Gix, which I don't even know what it looks like. All right, pack one, pick one here. Oh, Platinum Angel's pretty awesome. Man, the double mythic. Yeah, Awaken the Woods would be amazing too, but I'd take Platinum Angel. This card's awesome. I mean, it literally reads you can't lose the game and your opponents can't win. So if you get that and like a Swiftfoot Boots, I don't even think they can do anything. Maybe a board wipe or something, but... Adaptive Automaton. I haven't actually seen this one in the format yet, but this is a, you basically choose the creature type and then you have a new lord. So you could have another soldier lord card in your cast, in your deck rather. So this is probably worth it. It's an awesome card. That's really, I guess you could choose Artificer in the right deck. There's a lot of Artificers too. Or you choose Human. There's a lot of humans. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, okay, cool. Adaptive Automaton, definitely worth it. And pack one, pick one here. What's this do? 9 mana, 4/4. It's got Prototype, Trample, Haste, enters, cast it, create 2 tokens that are copies of it. What? Wow. Wow. That's really cool. Well, I haven't seen that one yet, probably because it's mythic. I'd take it over Cindermaw and Explosion and all that. All right. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.